The discovery of classified documents at the Penn Biden Center raises questions about the connection between the Biden family and the Chinese Communist Party. This is according to Paul D. Kamenar, lead counsel for the National Legal and Policy Center. Kamenar has been investigating the connection between Hunter Biden and the Penn Biden Center since 2020, long before the recent classified documents scandal. Through multiple FOIA requests, Kamenar is seeking to identify the source of more than $20 million in anonymous donations made to the Penn Biden Center in recent years, and potential connections to both Hunter Biden and the Chinese regime. We speak with Kamenar about why he believes that Hunter Biden and the Penn Biden Center must register as foreign agents of China under the Foreign Agents Registration Act, as well as why the federal government must step up its oversight on Chinese money flowing into U.S. universities. Hey, Paul Kamenar, thanks for being on Crossroads.
Thank you for having me.
So we've been seeing a lot of news lately about the Hunter Biden laptop scandal and about how this might tie to the Penn Biden Center and the China ties, and especially these documents now being discovered. It seems all around the Biden home. We first heard it was just the garage. Now it's apparently other parts of the home and it's other areas as well. Give us a rundown of what you're seeing with this. 'Cause I know you're looking at filing some FOIA requests. Why are you filing these?
Yeah. Well, it actually started with the Penn Biden Center here in town, where they first found the documents on November 2nd. And that led to the public being notified about this not until January, after the midterm elections were over. So the first question is, why did they keep that secret? And secondly is, why did Biden hire expensive Washington, D.C. attorneys to clear out his office at the Biden Center, the Penn Biden Center, almost 2 years after he became president and occupied the White House? Did he wake up one day and say, gee, I need to clear out my old office, and gee, I need to hire expensive Washington, D.C. attorneys to do that instead of the Penn Biden Center staff or some moving company or what have you? So that's the first question that no one's asking, and the Biden White House is not explaining that. So that was the first set of documents, and then of course, in December 20th, those same attorneys go to Biden's home in Delaware, and lo and behold, there's documents found in his garage, and some in an adjoining room off the garage. Joe Biden said that was his personal library, but then they had to walk it back. I mean, a small room off your garage is usually considered the mud room, right? Not a personal library. So that was a funny thing. And then, of course, they're finally having to appoint a special counsel. And then even after that, when Biden says, oh, we're all done here, everything's been found, they find some more documents. They had to go back to the Delaware home. And now this time, the FBI said, at least the White House said, the FBI said that the FBI was contacted, and the FBI said, no, we don't want to go check out the house because that might compromise the special counsel's investigation. And then later on, we heard that last Friday, the FBI did go in there, and the White House says, oh, this was a consensual search that took 13 hours. And lo and behold, they found more documents, including some that dated during the time that Joe Biden was a senator. Now, this idea that this was a consensual search, we wanted to be as transparent as possible, is a bunch of malarkey, because what happens when the FBI does these searches, they go to the target and they said, will you agree for us to search your house? And everybody knows how that works with the attorneys and FBI. If you say no, they'll say, fine, we'll get a search warrant. So they wanted to avoid the specter of having a search warrant like they did for Donald Trump. So they reluctantly said, yeah, come on in. And that's when they found more documents that the attorneys missed the first time. Now, the whole question is, what is the connection between, in our view, and this is something that we've been investigating for the last 2.5 years or more, the connection between China and the Penn Biden Center.
Yeah, so this is something that's important on the whole picture because we're seeing connections with China as well as Hunter Biden connected to the Delaware home, and then China connected as well to the Penn Biden Center. So let's go into this. You were saying you've been looking into the Penn Biden Center connections to China for about 2 years. Can you explain what you've been looking into?
Yeah, exactly. We filed a complaint with the Department of Education in May 2020, complaining that the donations from China to the Biden Center were some $63 million at that time. And since 2020, they had another 20 more million or so. But of that 63 million, where they list, who the source is, $22 million of that was listed as anonymous. So we don't know who was giving the money. And there was one single donation of $14.5 million listed as anonymous in 2018. This is after the Biden Center opened their doors here in Washington, D.C. So we're trying to get to the bottom of this anonymous Chinese money. And of course, we all know that Hunter Biden has connections with China money, with his being on the take as a consultant with the Chinese energy company. And that's clearly documented. And so we filed yet a second complaint, this time with the Department of Justice, that both Hunter Biden and the Biden Center should be registered as a foreign agent of China under the Foreign Agents Registration Act.